Hi. I did this once before today and I got interrupted and I was in the middle of my box opening. So everything is askew in my box. I got today the Two Chicks Valentine mystery box. This box was purchased by me in December and I paid $82 with the shipping. You had a choice of the small, medium, or large box. Small was 25, medium was 50, large was 75. I bought the large. And so that's what this is. And when I opened it, there was pink tissue paper around everything. And since I had already opened it and seen it, I'm not going to be surprised. But I also decided to go and see some other box openings. There were two other people who had box openings. And because of the contents of this, I was a little puzzled. And I wanted to see what their reactions were and what they got. So, if you want to see some different fabric, watch In Stitches with Jackie. Her channel's called In Stitches with Jackie. She got some different fabric. And then My Hobby Home, which is Kathy, she got the same stuff as I did. So you could watch those two box openings too. And you'll see it from the very beginning without things having been taken out of their packaging. So anyway, all right, let's start off with, this is, you got a little explanatory note. Valentine's mystery box, a little something just for you. Someone sweet picked this Valentine's mystery box just for you, stuffed with love, creativity, and a whole lot of sewing fun. Inside you'll find a quilt kit using the pumpkin pie pattern by Villa Rosa Designs. This pattern is great for a quick quilt and works wonders using a big print, even if it is directional. Hope every stitch makes you smile. Happy stitching, the chicks. So that's Two Chicks Quilting. So the first thing that we got, which you're not seeing in the packaging because I took it out of the packaging, was the Lori Holt Bee pretty pins. And they open up like so, and they have flower heads of various colors. And they also have round-headed pins like that. Okay, so that's the first thing, and this is a bee-shaped container, which is so cute, so cute. Okay, and since I had a break between opening this and filming this, I looked up what these things cost in like Fat Quarter Shop and stuff. So these pins cost $6 at Fat Quarter Shop. And like Etsy, when I looked it up, that's what the going cost of that was. We also got this sticker, which has the Two Chicks Quilting logo on it. Very pretty sticker. A couple inches big. Also, we got this little baggie with their sticker on it, and it has 5 of these brushes to clean your sewing machine with. And then it also has 2 of these thread keepers. And then it has 4 of the clips. In various colors. I use these a lot. I've been using them a lot. And then this is the green thread keeper. So that's very nice. So I did not look up the cost of what these would be because I imagine they got them in a big package and then busted them out into smaller little baggies. Then we also got this Lori Holt magnetic pin holder. And if you watch In Stitches with Jackie, she used the pins that we got in the box because it actually says durable ABS plastic pin holder, features a super strong magnet, works great with Lori's pretty pins, which is what we got, Lori's pretty pins. She put her pins in here and I'll show you. Okay, she put the Lori Holt pins in here. And from what I understand, they're supposed to like sit up. Well, they all fall out. They do not. So she's like, her magnetic pin holder was broke. So I decided, I'm glad I watched hers first. I decided to go get my, these were probably like whack pins. They're not expensive, cheap pins. Anyway, I put those in here and they stick really well. So it's the Lori Holt pins. These pins do not stick to this magnet. Look. They're sticking. I mean, and what's really cool, oh, this one's on the bottom. I was looking for it. What's really cool is that the points stay in the middle and the heads stay on the outside, so you're not going to poke yourself. And I had seen this before, and I like it, and I'm going to be using this. I'm going to be using this for sure. But you're going to have to make sure your pins stick to that magnet. I don't know what these are made out of, but they're not enough magnet metal to stick to a magnet. So just be aware of that. But they do stick, my other pins do stick to this very well. Look, very good. So just use the right pins for that magnet. Caution. We also got this like Best Press. This is like Best Press. Only a different brand, which I have never used this brand before, but I will be keeping this by my sewing machine because I eat like a small bottle next to my sewing machine. So this will get used. And what I saw for the pin cushion, most places were like $10 for the value. For the spray, it was like $7. And then we also got thread. In Stitches with Jackie got a blue thread because her fabric's different. This is a beautiful orange and it's Aurifil. So one of these usually costs between $17. I saw it was about $17 on most sites for this size of Aurifil. And then lastly, we got the fabric. Oh, and we have the pattern is in here. Okay. Here's the pattern. Pumpkin pie. I find this pattern not to my taste. It's very busy. I like a quilt pattern with a little bit more design in it. Even for a big block quilt, I would not make this. So it doesn't matter what the fabrics are, really. I mean, you can make it look attractive, yes, with various fabrics. I think if I made this, I'd probably have to applique something on it, but I'm not planning to make this. But these are the fabrics that we got for it. We got a ½ yard of this fabric for the binding. And then we got 5 fabrics, because that's what the pattern calls for, is 5 fabrics for that pattern. Now, when I looked at this, I was thinking, Halloween? Did I get a Halloween box? Because it just read, these colors read for me Halloween when they're all together. More so than Valentine's. But they're beautiful. Okay, these fabrics are Moda. The ones that I got. The ones that Jackie got, I don't think they were. She was looking at the selvage, and it wasn't somebody she recognized. But these are definitely Moda, and they value at $14 a yard. So, and it's very, very good quality fabric. So that's what's in the box. It's 3 yards of fabric. Okay, because they're all a half a yard. 19 inches actually, which is like an inch over. So, like 6 inches more than 3 yards and 6 inches. I valued that at about $82. No, wait. No. 3 yards. Right. 14 yards times 3 is $42. Yeah. So that was $42 is the value of that fabric. So if I add that plus 17 for the thread, 7 for the spray, 10 for the pin cushion, 6 for the pins, 3 for the pattern, that gives me a value of $85. And that's without counting the value of these. So I'm not sure how much these are. I would say they'd be under $10. I'd say under $10 for those. So I would say that so you definitely, so between $90 and $95, I would say. The stuff, if you were buying all this stuff full price retail somewhere, you'd be paying about $90. And I paid $82 with the shipping for the box. So the box was valued at $75. So I would say, yes, this box is you getting your value, like pretty much just a little bit over the value of, so you're getting a little bit of a deal on some of this. And it was a nice surprise. It was nice getting it. So it was a nice little Valentine gift for me. I bought it in December before I was on my no-buy. I bought this because I knew it was going to be coming in February. So I got it so that I would have like a little surprise. And I wasn't sure if I was going to continue with the Bella Rose. So I am so far continuing with Bella Rose. But anyway, that is the value of the box. And that's what I got in this box. So let me know what you think. I won't get this again. I was thinking it would have more, something Valentine-y in it, truthfully, which it didn't have really at all. But it did have useful things that I will use. So I'll be putting everything except that pattern to good use, because I will use that. These fabrics will go in my stash for something. They're beautiful. And I'll be finding a use for a half yard of that stuff. And Sweetie Pie is making her appearance here tonight. Look here, Sweetie. Want to look at the camera? Look over here. See? There's Sweetie. She loves me. So this is our time together in the evening. So anyway, let me know what you thought of this box. Also wanted to show you, I washed my placemat that I did on the loom. You will notice you don't see any of the edges where the nails came, were here or down here. After you wash it and dry it, they suck in. And before I washed it, it was 18 by 13, and it is now 18 by 12. So it only shrinks in this way. It doesn't shrink in lengthwise. All right. So that's it for us. I will see you on my next video. And now I got a view of a butt. Let me know what you think of the two chicks quilting Valentine box. All right, bye.